Never thought of it like that. Yeah. Makes perfect sense though, because it's just like the. Because if you think how many times you sit like that a day, how many hours you sit like that a day.
Sometimes you can't even like when I first seen that, I tried to actually stop doing it. You don't even realize it until you realize it, and it's like you'll try to stop yourself. It's so automatic. You're just so used to doing it. But if you actually like think about it and try to stop yourself doing it, you'll catch yourself every fucking like other hour, every 15 minutes. You'll catch yourself like, oh shit. Let me hold that shit up, man. My neck's straight. It became a habit. Right. Everybody just, slouch and look, you know what I mean? It just became a thing. Even our kids doing it with the tablets.
Yeah, because that's one thing about my kids, man. They love the motherfucker. Like my daughter loves her phone and my other one loves her tablet. So it's just like, and then what makes it so worse that my brother got them both iPads for Christmas.
Jesus.
And they gonna be on that motherfucker the whole time. You ain't even gonna have to spend time because they gonna want to be on that iPad. Especially my youngest daughter. She always on that shit, man. Want to watch that goddamn Brian and YouTube and all the slime videos and all that other dumb shit. That's just the shit that these kids be on, and that's a whole different. Because it's just like when we was younger, though, man. We used to go the fuck outside. You know what I mean? We used to be outside, man, and that's
up to the parent, man. Like at the end of the day, if you ain't doing that shit, you just lacking. Like that's how I look at that shit. I ain't gonna never allow my child to sit on that shit for more than a couple. Shit, I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday. She said she only let her child use apps for 30 minutes. And I was impressed.
That's cool.
So it's like, and she like I said, most people don't take out the time to set up parental controls on. They just throw it to them, and then kids do whatever the fuck they want. And my mom had sent me some shit recently because one of her clients caught their son watching some explicit shit on his journey, shit like that. So all I can say is, it's not like people acting like the kids got control over the shit, and it ain't like they can control it. Like you got the motherfucker do it yourself. You gotta apply that discipline. And like with me, I'm an outdoorsman, so it's no tolerance for that. Like she can play on the gig, but we ain't gonna be on it all day. Yeah. We're gonna go outside, we're gonna explore shit, I don't care if we go just in the woods, I don't care if we go down to the pond. But you gotta get your kids outside. Like it's I don't care if you don't take them to the burger, I don't care if they don't play with nobody. Take your kids outside, man. Show them how to fucking skip rocks. Across the pond, I don't give a fuck what it is. If you know how to make a fire, if you know how to teach them how to make a fire, shit, teach them how to plant a seed. But
fishing. You
can't, like, in my book, like, I'm not gonna have that. That's not gonna happen. Because I don't want, their attention span to be fucked up.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of these people don't realize, like, when their kids don't want to do no school work and they keep, they don't like the virtual shit. It's because there's not all this other shit. There's nothing wrong with virtual fucking learning. What it is a lot of those kids are already hooked in. Their attention span is fucked up. They already probably had ADHD because their parents were smoking treat all the time when they was pregnant. Then you give them a tablet, hype their mind up some more. Now their behavior is just hyper. They can't sit in front of the screen and be quiet and sit down and listen and take instructions for 10 minutes. Because everything is instant gratification. That's why you gotta understand the psychology behind this shit. Back when these tablets and shit first came out back in like 2011, they wrote an article and they predicted that this shit was gonna shorten kids' attention span. It was gonna destroy their sense for creativity. Their seeking for self-identity. They're not gonna care about them who they are. They're gonna want to be at whatever they see on the screen.
Just like with the video games. Just like with the video games.
But see, video games is different because the video games is about overstimulation as far as consuming the games. But with the tablets, you got all these different apps, all these different types of things you can do. The whole YouTube thing is so much information coming in at once. Where, with a gamer, they just banging joysticks. Like we had talked about before, you can be addicted to gaming. Yeah. But I'm saying, like, in terms of kids that are so young using these tablets and these devices, it's gonna fuck up their development. Right. Period. Because they're not that old. Don't know, a 4-year-old can't play a PlayStation 4 or 5, whatever the fuck it is. You see what I'm saying? They're not gonna. I put them on Black Ops for 10 minutes. They're gonna throw the controller in and walk off. But the tablets have games that they can smack the screen. Everything is completely, again, instant. That instant interaction is going to fuck up the attention span. It's just, it's different, bro. It's different. And like I said, I've been know about it. That's why I didn't engage in that shit early and just overlook it and be like, oh, it's the new wave, because I knew. No, it's not. You gotta understand what it's doing. It's not the same thing as, becoming computer literate early or something like that. Those are technical skills. That's not a skill. Playing on a tablet is not a skill. That's different. That's why I tried. A lot of people looked at it like that. Like, oh, this is the new age. No, it's not. When I was one of them kids, my dad had a small computer business for a while. No, it's not the same thing. Computers is a technical skill. That's understanding, learning commands, how the machine work, breaking it down, learning how with plugins, all that's technical. Me smacking the screen to get something I want is not the same. That's caveman shit. That's caveman shit, dog. I'm just telling you, that's what that is. That's caveman shit. That's gonna make you stupid. That's gonna make you think that everything is instant. You know what I'm saying? Everything come in instant.
With a tap. That's what you're saying.
There you go.
Everything come with a tap. And that's what it was for. Designed to make things easier for you.
Exactly.
It was designed to make things easier for you. So, but, I don't know. I guess the attention thing, because it makes sense, because it's like I look at my daughter with the online learning thing, and her ass can't even sit at that fucking screen either. Like, her ass don't sit, her ass walking around. And I'm like, Kenzie, ain't she supposed to be in class? I get upstairs. I'm like, she down there teaching her ass off and shit like that. So it's just like, it's one of those things where,
it's not quick enough. It's not quick enough. And again, like, it don't help obviously with, social distance and stuff like that, but it's just putting them in their own little world 24/7. And so they don't want to interact, they don't want to, none of that. And all that shit is bad, bro. Like, I remember it would feel good to raise your hand in class and know the answer. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So they don't care about that. It's just that shit is warping their brain to go, my motherfucking gratification comes instantly. As soon as I win the game, or as soon as I do this, they got those fucking makeup apps and shit. Like I said, they got so many different things. Fucking animals and shit, climbing through caves and shit. So it's like, again, like, even when I realized that, like the whole Roblox shit and the kids was playing with each other online, I didn't even know they could do that. That alone was crazy to me. And I don't even think a lot of fucking parents are even aware of like how powerful that is.
Right.
To be able to get your cousin or your friend and find them on a game and then they play on the game together. It's innocent. I'm just saying, like, that shit could go way left.
Right.
Within the wrong hands. But like I said, that's up to y'all parents. I can't tell nobody what's right or wrong. I ain't gonna do that. I'm just gonna say it like it is for me. I'm gonna speak for myself that I ain't having that shit. I don't mind here and there, but I don't use that shit to distract my child or to occupy my child because I don't feel like being bothered with them. Like, or I don't feel like finding something for us to do. That's not my MO. If they ask for it, they want to play with the joint, we did some activities and done some shit for the day, and they want, all right, cool. But it's not the first thing you run to in the morning. It's not the first thing that you end up, or the last thing you end up with in your hand. I know people that put their kids to sleep with tablets. That shit's scary. Then they tablet, they go in their room and they go wake up the bitch in the bed with her. Do you realize that blue light is killing them? Like, it's killing their brain cells. That's the other part that, again, a lot of parents don't want to be real about it. They want to ignore it and act like, it's okay. Blue light fucks with us. Only reason why I know a lot of shit, because I'm a tech nigga. Like, they have blue light glasses. I used to wear these drinks because I started realizing sitting on a computer, sitting on a tablet, sitting on the phone too long, rays from these motherfuckers, this screen has what's called blue light, and it fucks with your eyes, your brain, everything. Your skin, cancer, all types of shit. So I'm just telling you, like, it's about being moderate about it and just respecting yourself as a human too, enough to say, hey, look, it's cool, but overconsumption is no reason.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's no reason for that, man.
Enough is enough with it.
Enough is enough, dog. Enough is enough. I'm gonna go into this other updates that are crazy, but so Tony Hawk.
Oh yeah.
My man, you know, 100 grand.
Yeah. Legend.
Yeah, legend. I don't think it's nobody that don't love this nigga.
The McTwist, the Mr. McTwist.
You know, I like shit.
The McTwist.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Tony Hawk. I don't even know what to say, but that nigga definitely changed the culture.
Yeah.
This pro skater game, the whole thing, man. I'm a huge fan. But anyway, this nigga was going to get tested for COVID apparently, and somebody bumped into him and asked him was he famous. Whoever it was, I don't know who the fuck. I don't know who the fuck.
He can go to hell.
Yeah, are you trying to be funny?
He can go to hell. He can go to hell.
I took that as a diss a little bit. Like, let me holler at Hawk real quick. Make sure we ain't got to hawk this nigga right quick. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, nigga tried to say, if he asked him if he Googled him, would he come up? And he said, yeah. And hold on, I'm gonna read the exact quote because that shit was retarded. But he basically said something to the effect of, if I Google your name, what will come up?
Tony Stark.
He typed in Tony Stark, man.
Tony Stark.
Tony fucking Stark. He asked him if he looked up at it. Will you show up on Google if I search your name? Tony Hawk says yes. He says him typing into the phone, you are Tony Stark. How the fuck? Like, I'm offended by this shit, dog.
I think we all are.